by the Heat, and we're underway in Miami.
Pick up.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
I'll look out for that same move on the next possession, though.
Jay, sometimes it's not just the Heat that does opponents in Miami.
I've been a victim to this multiple times when we have played the Heat, and I think other franchises from cold cities have been the same. There's a reason why the Miami Heat have such an advantage down here on South Beach. You catch them on an off night, it's rare that opposing teams are ready to play.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Lead is 2. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
There's a reason they call him the Greek Freak. With his ball skills, pretty good. With his height, 6'11". His athleticism, 40-inch vertical plus. And he's most dangerous in transition, which is probably the reason why he had an MVP caliber year with career highs in points, rebounds, and field goal percentage.
I'm on D. I got ball.
Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
Middleton. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Eric Spoelstra now gonna use a timeout. His guys have come out flat. Slow start in this first quarter.
Left.
From the painted area, won't go down.
I'm going. I got ball.
Middleton. He made his first effort, but not that time. And a putback slam. Safe to say, notice has been served.
Sometimes things go good, other times things go great. Everything going that team's way right now.
Screen coming. Has a chance. Slams it home on the putback.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Bucks basketball. Bledsoe to Brogdon. For 3. Cleans it up. Offensive board. Not that time.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Deep right corner.
Shot up. Rebound.
From the outside, no good.
Oh, ferocious slam inside.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
That's off the side of the rim, no good.
I got him. Here we go.
To Whiteside. Beyond the arc for 3. That out of his range and no good.
I got ball.
To Adetokunbo. Whoa, Chris Middleton. 3 for 4. Good start.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
Great feed, sets it up. Add 2 points to the board.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Dragic with the basketball, trailing by 11. Not that time.
I got him. Take mine.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Again, Ed, if you made it to this level, you're capable of doing things that normal humans could never do, even if you're not known for it.
Wide open look, won't go. Hill across the timeline. The advantage is 13 points. Oh, they call him for the foul.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on a defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Flash at the controls. Going to launch beyond the arc, cleaning the offensive glass to Dragic. Takes stock of the floor. Goran Dragic missed his first. That one goes.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Antetokounmpo, great look and vision. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the three.
Lopez, shot from the lane, won't go.
The defense has to find a way to become mentally present in this ball game. Another open look, the offense is picking them apart.
Giannis with it up top. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. 4-3. Off the mark, no good. The follow won't go either.
I got ball. That's me.
Oh, it's blocked by Lopez. First quarter in the books. The Bucks in control so far. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Hill into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Antetokounmpo. Fires the three. Not a good shot there as he misses it. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Miami with the basketball. Not going down for him this time.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active.
Stuffs it down with authority. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Like the confidence, but a tough shot for Dwayne Wade. Giannis in control of the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. And he's going to the free throw line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First one, count it.
Good shot, good shot.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. To Waiters.
I got him.
From long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. To George Hill. Slam dunk, Malcolm Brogdon.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
We get a whistle and a timeout here for Miami as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
My ball. I got ball. This is all me.
To Waiters. It's denied by Giannis.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Gets a look. Can't hit. Bledsoe with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's now 5 for 6.
This offseason was the summer of Giannis. He discovered so much about the American culture, even some of the sweets. And I see his game has gotten even sweeter.
I missed it.
That's how you defend.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
To Middleton. And count the basket.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball, and there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Bledsoe slams it down.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Lets it fly from long range. Not done yet. Hassan Whiteside. 3 for 6 now.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Bledsoe to Middleton. The shot blocked by Whiteside.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Second effort, Whiteside. Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out. Shot from in close, no good. The pass taken away.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
To all the fantasy players out there, how do you not take a guy like Chris Middleton? He gets you points, rebounds, assists every night, and by the way, he's second only to LeBron James in total minutes played last year.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Bledsoe to Hill. Missed a wide open look. Here's a chance from long range. Rebound comes to Bledsoe. Lopez to George Hill. Has a look. Hill can't connect.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Hill to Middleton. Fires the 3, and Chris Middleton good on the quick release that time.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Hassan Whiteside, 4 out of 7.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
The crossover gets inside, and the slam dunk. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
Oh, he should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Free throw good. A 3-point play as they move in front here just before the break.
Hey, this is my man right here. Y'all get yours. I got ball.
Rises for the slam. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
I got ball.
Try from the baseline, but it won't go down.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose and our EA Sports halftime report. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway.
I got ball.
Bledsoe Nice pass to set things up. Trying to cash in, cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do any... Whoa! Get that out of here!
Message sent, Jay. Can't connect. Not the best shot with the defender right there.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit him.
Now a steal by Milwaukee.
Ooh, I think people are leaving already.
Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Antetokounmpo gets a shot up off the mark.
And I'm telling you from personal experience, those are the ones that keep you up late at night. A point-blank miss right there. You got to make those.
Miami's got it. Has a chance. It's claimed by Milwaukee. To Antetokounmpo. There's the toss. He's on the deck. Great sacrifice. Middleton. Brogdon can't connect.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now as a shooter,
Whoa, look what I found.
you know it's a bad block when somebody snatches the ball out of the air. Wow.
Turns and slams it down.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Drives, but a shot won't go down.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
Hassan Whiteside. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Waiters to Whiteside. Ah, the monster stuff. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Middleton steps out and hits.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Antetokounmpo looking for his man. Pass stolen by Miami. For three, and Josh Richardson, zero hesitation on that one. Buries the three.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Bledsoe, Eric Bledsoe. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
I got him.
Baseline drive. The shot won't fall.
And the defense is sticking to him like glue. That's where you pull one of your bigs over and you say, hey, listen, big man, next time I'm randomly running down the court, set a blind screen. Knock him on his back. Make him always keep that head on the swivel so he's not sure where you'll come from next.
Jumper's good.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
You got the mismatch.
Bledsoe, deep left corner. Beyond the arc for three. Knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Deep two there, won't go.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
It's the Heat with the possession.
Go, pick him up, pick him up.
To Richardson. Bucks have it. Bledsoe to Hill. Going to launch beyond the arc. And George Hill good on the quick release for 3.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Has a look. Off the mark.
See, I don't like that shot right there. Pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball go in a couple of times before you settle for a mid-range jumper that's contested.
Hey, kick me the ball.
Short jumper off the mark. 3 quarters down. The 4th quarter coming up. The Bucks in command of this one. So the Heat will have it to start this 4th and final quarter. They're looking up at a big margin. And that, Jay, shouldn't come as a surprise to many.
Well, for them to have a chance to win, I'm glad they brought their A game in their backpacks here to the arena, but that's not enough. They need their A+ game, and they need to execute down the stretch. You need to throw everything in the bag at them in order to win this game.
Short jumper stays out. To Bledsoe. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
It's the Heat with the possession. Waiters. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Slams it down. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Dragic. He was all over him.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Dragic. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Goran Dragic. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
That's out. Last touch by Brook Lopez. New blood coming in for both sides. Wade to Dragic. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
Milwaukee with the basketball. Adetokunbo to Brogdon. The feed stolen away.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Dwayne Wade. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Bucks.
Don't play scared now. Let's push the ball. Let's get this lead up.
Throws it down off the alley-oop pass.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Brogdon. Adetokunbo. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Giannis with it up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
I don't mind that effort at all. At least they're still out here competing on the defensive end.
First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2. He'd have the basketball.
Match up.
And his foot was on the line. It's going the other way. Bledsoe to DiVincenzo. Middleton. Rebound taken by Miami.
I'm here. I got ball. I got ball.
DiVincenzo. And a throwdown.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Defense forces the turnover, and it leads to points.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Get it back, man. Get it back.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Middleton to George Hill. Middleton. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Tough make through traffic.
One can make the case he might be glad he didn't get the and one.
Miami with the basketball.
Here we go.
From the painted area, won't go down.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Doesn't get the bounce.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Now a steal by Milwaukee.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
4-3. Off the mark. To Adetokunbo. Tosses. Flushes down the slam. Jay, that's a strong connection.
And it's always about the play before the play. Look how the eyesight was able to connect between two players. We call that an eyesight contract, because when you have a contract that's signed, sealed, and then delivered like that, that's how great plays are made.
Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Knock loose. Ah, rocking the rim. Now the Heat gonna use a timeout. They're down big in this fourth quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. And he throws it down. Big finish for Hassan Whiteside. Deep three at the buzzer. The Bucks claim victory as they win this one in blowout.